All right, looks like we're live.
Woohoo!
Well, yay! Welcome everyone. I am Tetra, and here with me is Skybilz,
Hello.
and we're going to do a demonstration of the Super Mario 2 US randomizer that I am working on in my free time, and is a project that I'm really proud of. You'll notice as we get started that there's a little bit of a different start screen going on, which I made for this event specially. And yeah, I'm really proud to be doing this for a great cause. Everything has been going great today. And if Skybilz, you're ready, why don't we go ahead and get started?
All right, let's do this, everybody. And Tetra will give a lot of commentary and the reason why Tetra decided to do things along the run. So don't worry, you're not gonna miss anything. All right, here we go.
Yeah. So first of all, Sky's starting off with Toad. Normally this would be an unusual choice for a randomizer, but if you notice, this isn't quite the regular Toad physics. One of the things that's been randomized is actually the jump speed and ability. So even though she's playing as Toad, this is effectively the princess's characteristics. As some of you probably know from the vanilla game, the princess is able to, oh, and also right there, she's doing a trick that lets her jump up from the ladder onto the top of the screen and lets her skip a large part of the level that way. But anyways, I was saying Toad is effectively the princess. You can see the way Sky's floating there. All of the other characters' attributes are randomized as well. And now she's taking down Birdo. You'll notice that this is vanilla, I believe, 3.2, with a slightly different color palette than regular. And by the way, as we go along, if anyone has any questions about the randomizer or what we're doing, feel free to ask them in chat. I'm really happy to answer questions. There's Mario jumping as Luigi.
Well, it told me
Pretty
to
cool.
please select Luigi, so I want to select Luigi's jump, you know?
Well, obviously. Yep. Another thing you'll notice, particularly about this level, is that the color scheme is a little bit different. Believe it or not, the vanilla game actually came with, I believe, either 6 or 8, I think 8 color schemes built in, or palettes. And I didn't actually make these palettes myself. I just changed the setting to use the ones that were part of the vanilla game, but you never really see when you're playing because they're just not used. I guess it's Seraph or Seraph. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name. This was actually a randomizer that I wrote myself just in my free time. And right now it's randomizing relatively few things, but I have a lot of other plans for it in the future that I'll be telling you about later in the run.
Hey, it's Orange Ocean from Kirby's Adventure.
Yeah. Not sure exactly what Wart was putting in the water there, but as long as you don't take a dip in it, then that's probably fine. How am I so hecking awesome? You know, I just am awesome naturally, I guess.
7-2 so soon?
Yeah, 7.2. Oh, I want to talk about this in particular.
Yeah.
It's a little bit different, and the reason why is that 7.2, the code in the game, is some of the most hacked together code compared to every single other area in the game. I don't know exactly why they did it that way, but the sprite that they used to do the drawbridge was actually the same as the whale, but a different color. It was really weird. So Sky is now doing another one of the ladder jumping, even though this is a sort of chain. There we go. And this again just lets you skip through a lot of the level. 7.2 is the longest vanilla level in the game. And the other nice thing about this is that you can even grab the key without having to fight that Birdo there.
Ooh. I set up a this is
Oh, that's
bad.
gonna be
This is bad.
nice.
That was a
Nice.
bad situation.
Yeah.
Woo.
Wow.
We made it. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah. This one came out pretty interesting in that you have the blue sky color even though it's indoors. And in the vanilla game, it's sort of
Ooh,
this
that
sort
was
of
tough.
gold, black. Ah,
That's okay. That's okay. That's an okay spot to die.
that's okay. And I think there's actually a 1-up in the next level or two, so don't worry about it.
I might collect some coins along the way too. So one thing that
Oh, yeah.
separates this from All-Stars is the fact that I do not get infinite continues here. So if you see me hunting for extra lives, it's because A, Randomizer is unpredictable, and you never want to catch yourselves with too few lives. Alright, what's going to happen when I defeat Wart here?
Well, speaking of Wart, you're going to know something a little bit unusual about Wart and some of the sprites on the screen.
Okay,
Uh,
this is not a semi-solid platform. No! Oh my goodness.
oh,
Sorry.
so you can't jump through it?
No, I can't. This is going to be kind of difficult. This is hard mode.
Okay, well, let's let Sky focus on that then.
Yeah, this is 6 hits without a semi-solid platform. Give me your strength, everybody. Woo, this is so hard.
Nice. Hey, you're doing great so far.
Thank you.
And, well, I'll put it to you this way. You're doing it way better than I could, which is the reason why you are running this and not me.
This is difficult. This is, like, definitely, like, max difficulty.
Yeah. But, that's Randomizer for you. Sometimes you're,
Okay.
this isn't for the faint of heart.
Oh my goodness. Trying not to say bad words.
Yep. I think, your usual Bob Saget is okay, but, well,
Yes!
maybe if you
Okay.
do the thing, and the thing.
I'm trying. Let's do the
Yeah.
thing.
So some of you are probably wondering about the sprite that's kind of a Mouser Wart hybrid thing. What's going on here is that even though this is vanilla 7.2, the color scheme for the game is actually in the desert mode, so what you would have in vanilla 2 and 6. And what happens, or actually no, I'm sorry, it's not. It's either 1, 3, or 5 actually.
We did
So
it!
what's
No!
Yay!
Wait, that was hit
Oh,
number
almost.
6. I disagree. It's Randomizer. No!
I didn't
No.
randomize the number of hits or it takes for what it's
Okay,
worth.
that's good to know. Maybe that was only number 5. I thought we did it. We almost did it. Hang on, this ain't over
Okay.
yet. Bob Saget.
Hey Tetra, when you get a second, let me know.
Ooh, that scared me.
Okay, yeah, I think right after we're finished with Wart here, we can,
Yeah, let me just do this fight.
yeah.
Ooh, I want to cry. This boss makes me want to cry so much. Did we do it? Yes!
Yay!
Yay! We did it first try!
Da-da-da-da.
Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, what Sky did was not easy there. When I was practicing, I had it on,
Oh,
the Game Genie code, and I was having trouble getting Wart without getting hit. So.
oh my goodness, Tetra, that was difficult. Props, definitely
Yeah.
props. Oh, all right. I am going to get coins because I really don't want to do that like ever again tonight. If that's okay.
Yes, I don't blame you.
All right. Oh, Bob Saget. No, I can't.
Oh.
I can't get the mushroom.
Well, that's what happens when you randomize the grounds.
Ooh, that's okay. It builds character.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's definitely one up here you can grab. There you go.
Side. Oh noes. That's okay.
Oop.
I want to get the mushroom here.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Okay.
Now would probably be a good time for any donations that we have.
Go for it.
Oh, well, just a matter of fact, I might have one. Well, I might have 3, but I have one very important one.
All right.
So I have $5 from Seraph that says another $5 because I just gotta do what I can to help us hit that 6K mark. We have $10 from JC with no donation message. Thank you, JC. And we have $250 from Boop Hoof with the message, thank you so much to the runners and organizers for a great marathon so far. I've been popping in and out all weekend, and it's been great fun. And with that, we hit 6K.
Oh my
Awesome.
goodness. Thank you.
Congratulations, everyone who made this possible. Wow.
And I actually just had a new donation come in specifically for you, Tetra and Sky.
Woo, cool.
Aww.
We have $95 from Meg Magatak, who says, nice work, Tetra. Ward is beautiful. And good job, Sky, beating him.
Thank you.
Thank you, Meg.
That's amazing. Thank you so much, everybody. Tetra, by far, this is probably one of the toughest randomizers I've ever done so far, but this is good. It's a good thing. So we're going to try for some extra lives after this. Let's do that.
Yeah, let's hope we have good slot machine RNG here.
Yes! That's one.
Woohoo!
Aww.
So Meg, actually, the grass technically is pullable, but you have to be sort of like not right in the middle of one of the squares where you dig. So if you're sort of like a half tile off, I believe it is possible to pull some of those grass or vegetables there.
So Tetra, does that mean I will not see Wart again for the rest of the game? Do I understand that properly?
That is correct.
Woohoo!
What I've done is all of the levels are randomized, but you won't see any given level more than once.
Ah, Bob Saget.
Oh, darn. Well,
It's okay.
yeah, one of the issues is when you do randomize the ground type, there's some that actually don't they're not solid through. So as a result, the mushroom tends to go on the lowest surface. So if that's underground, you won't be able to get to it. But yeah, generally folks who sign up to play randomizers know at least somewhat of what they're getting into, hopefully.
Nope, no surprises here. I get it.
That being said, once I do release this a little bit more generally, I plan on, similar to other randomizers, having various settings so that you can change the difficulty depending on how experienced you are, because... oh, darn.
That was close.
That's alright.
Yeah.
But yeah, we do want to make the randomizers accessible to folks of all skill levels, including beginners. So for example, there might be a setting that changes the bosses to only take like -1 or -2 hits instead of the usual 3 or 5, I believe, for most bosses.
Hey, I've made my life back. We're good. We're good.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh no! Do I have... Oh no. Tetra, I have some bad news. I can't potion jump, and it's been a while since I've done this level, so this is gonna be a little interesting.
Yeah, oh.
That's okay. It's an adventure.
One of the, I think we're gonna have to have also a setting probably to make sure that all of the, ooh, that's an interesting shade of green.
I would agree.
Okay.
This is tricky, tricky,
yes,
tricky.
It definitely is.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. It's okay. We can do this. There's nothing we can't do. All
yes. Right. Such green, very green.
Now, normally I'd be tempted to chain jump here, but I don't want to soft lock.
Right, right.
Yeah, this is all news to me. I have...
Yeah, this is part of the game that you don't normally go through because of a skip that's ooh.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I
Yeah,
can do this here.
definitely be careful about that spark there.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, normally you would go around this because of the skip that you would do jumping under the quicksand, or what's
Ooh.
at least quicksand in the vanilla.
So we got, oh, barely. What a jump there. That was,
There you go.
that was a thing. Oh, no, that's okay.
Yeah, that's definitely a butt clencher there.
Okay. Woo!
But you're doing it.
Some of these rooms are trickier than I remember them growing up.
Yeah.
Oh, I bonked. That's okay. World 2-0. That's actually kind of cool.
Oh, that's never happened before.
Hey, it wouldn't be a marathon run without that, right?
Well, of course.
Alright. Now, I might want to add that I am playing this seed blind. I've never played this before.
That is correct. And most of the time people do randomizers blind, so as a result you do, you know, you never know exactly what you're going to get.
Yeah. Where am I? I feel like I'm in Wirt's castle.
Oh, how did you get back there? That's interesting.
Whoa. I'm kind of... Do I have to fight Wirt again? That was something I didn't want to do. I didn't sign up for that.
Oh boy. Yeah, this didn't happen when I was testing it before, so you know, this might not be beatable. I'm starting to worry.
Oh, okay. Yeah, if this loops around to the next stage, it might be a loop. Since the game is supposed to end with 7-2, there might have been a little bit of oh, Tetra, I have a little bit of good news for you based on what I'm saying.
That?
Okay, so the sprite that's on the other side of this bird door is different. Last time it was an ostrich. This time it is a snake.
Ah, gotcha. But
no.
It looks like...
I want to... No,
oh,
no,
now
no.
Ward is Triclide.
No. Yeah. No, why? Alright, we're in a different stage. That's the good news.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
What I might have you do, if you don't want to go through all this again, is maybe if you have that that backup seed that I sent you a little bit beforehand, we might want to try demoing that instead.
Okay.
If you have that handy. Just because I feel so bad making you...
It's alright. I will give it a try. That's what it's about.
Yeah, but it wouldn't really be a marathon if you didn't have some glitch or something that's never happened before. So we're just going to take it in stride here.
Indeed. That is a... Oh, I can't pick up the vegetables.
Oh, well that...
Oh, wait. Slightly... I got it.
Okay.
That one was just... It had a weird hitbox to it.
I was going to say that would make it slightly harder to do this. But we all believe in you. Garb is cheering you on from chat.
Thank you.
Hey, Garb.
Oh my word.
Yes. So while Sky is struggling through all of this, I do want to tell a little bit about what's going on with the veggies and sprites, which I think I started explaining before. So because this is in a different different world and different like day versus winter versus desert setting, the way that a certain value for representing a sprite actually means something different when the world is in a different mode. So the sprites that would normally be used to sort of define wart are actually pointing to a different place in memory that has triclide, if in the case of world 6 here. So as a result, even though it functions similarly, there's a little bit of a mix-up in terms of the sprites. Eventually, I want to get that fixed, but my first priority in making the randomizer has been to at least functionally get it to work, and then go from there.
That's all right. We'll try again. This is hard. This is very, very, very difficult.
Okay, Meg, I'll do that for you. Meg was saying that even if I do fix the sprite issues, she wants to have a flag where they're not fixed because it looks so cool. Which
That's
I can't
fair.
really say no to that.
So does that mean every boss is going to be wart?
No. What I think happened, and I don't know exactly why, but you were in I want to say 2.1 or 2.2. But if and there's actually ways to glitch this in the vanilla game as well, but if one of the level pointers isn't set right, it can actually point to the address of an older level so that it will effectively give you the older levels like content, but in the graphics set of the level you are in currently, because that never changes unless you actually beat a boss and change worlds. So not knowing, and this is the part of the problem when you're coding randomizers, is that randomizing the levels themselves or randomizing the data is relatively easy, but making sure everything works correctly after you do that is really the most challenging part. So, and that's also intentionally why we build this as a showcase as opposed to necessarily a run. But
yeah, this is really, really, really difficult. All right. Nope. There was no way I was gonna be able to grab that. I'm trying to go fast because I can probably do this slow, but it's gonna take me a little while.
Don't worry about it. Why don't you give it one more try, and if not, maybe based on what time we have left, try the other seed. I always wanted to have a backup just in case that something goes wrong, because when you're dealing with randomizers,
oh yeah,
a
lot of bugs.
Yeah, and Sky can attest to some of the even more interesting bugs that we found when playtesting earlier. Like the one where the floors weren't entirely solid, so you would fall through them over and over again. That was really fun.
Oh yeah, I agree.
And by fun, I mean soft locking, but
He keeps...
Yeah, Ward is, it's really not fair to give you the toughest boss in the game right off the bat. Then again, when you play Zelda Randomizer, sometimes you get Patra right in level 1. And, that's just sort of what happens when you randomize things.
Whoa! That was narrow. Okay.
I also do want to give a couple of shout outs for folks who made the randomizer possible. In addition to Sky for doing a lot of play testing and going through lots of seeds of, shall we say, varying quality. I also want to shout out to L-Rock and Green Death Flavor, both for play testing, as well as Big John, who did a playthrough on stream just earlier this week. The other person who I really want to thank is ACMLM. He does a number of runs of like Dr. Mario and Link to the Past Randomizer these days, but he actually used to do a lot of running of SMB2 and wrote the Discombobulator program, which is sort of like a level editor for it. And based on that, I was able to take a lot of the work he had done, finding which memory address does what, and apply it to randomization as well. So a lot of things in the speedrunning community are built on the effort of others, so I definitely want to give credit where credit's due.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, this is a very long fight.
Yeah, it really is. I'm so sorry, Sky.
Oh, don't apologize.
Yep.
2 more hits.
Yeah. One of the hardest parts of the randomizer is knowing exactly what memory address controls what exactly. It's almost in some ways analogous to trying to decipher the Rosetta Stone, where you have all these symbols and you're not sure, what they mean, what sort of, what do they represent? Letters, pictures, ideas, words, or anything like that. And without sort of a Rosetta Stone to sort of translate that into something that you can understand, doing any sort of
Yes!
randomizing, let alone oh, congratulations.
Oh my goodness! No more, please, game. No more words. No more, no more, no more. We still got a whole continue too, so even if we get over, that's fine.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Whew. Yeah, you get major props there for surviving that.
What is this? No, I don't
wait a
want to
minute.
fight Word again. Please stop making me
no.
fight Word again, please.
Oh, no.
Come on.
Oh, no. Okay. All right. I think, yeah, I think we can probably.
No! I've seen enough gameplays.
Yeah.
Alright, so this is back to the Mauser one, which means it did soft lock.
Yeah, basically.
So I beat it.
It was an extended soft lock. Well, okay, that wasn't quite as much of a demo as I was hoping for. If we have enough time, and Sky, you have the backup one handy, maybe we could play at least a little bit of that. I'm not sure.
Yeah, let me
how
get that.
Yeah.
I don't know how fast it's gonna be. As long as
Yeah,
there's one warp, we have a chance, though.
Well, all I can say is that if I was playing this myself, yes, actually, it is a world record carve because nobody's really played that seed before. So
That's true.
You're technically correct.
Oh my goodness. I'm glad we caught on after 2 of them, because if I had taken down about 5 of those...
Yeah, no. Sky, I would not do that to you.
I'm saying I might have not realized. Alright, let's give this one a shot again. Let's give this a try.
Alrighty.
As far as I'm concerned, I beat Word twice. I won that seed.
Yes, I don't think anybody would disagree with you one bit.
Alright, let's give this one.
Alright.
Alright, so what I will do is I might try taking warps as a result.
Yep.
Oh, there we go.
And I forget which character was which in this seed.
This one is
Oh.
Toad?
Oh, so Luigi is vanilla. Or no?
Nope. I
Nope,
think
no,
this is
never mind.
Toad. Very rigid controls. Very, very, very rigid. It's okay.
Okay, so maybe do a different one next seed.
I
This
might
is a
do
little-
warp then. What do you think?
Yeah,
There's the
go
warp.
for it.
Alright, we'll see where it goes.
The warp is actually controlled by what world the game thinks you're in. So if you're in world 1 as far as the game is concerned, which you are now, it should warp you directly to world 4, just like the warp in 1.3 does in vanilla.
Got it. This is difficult because you're used to, like, your mind's telling you to do one thing, and the game is telling you to do another thing.
Yeah, it's kind of strange. And also, if you're not used to playing as Toad, that can be a little tricky as well.
Hang on. I'm getting a redo on that. I can't play as Luigi there. All right, let's give Toad a shot. Let's see. All right. I actually don't know which one this is. I think this is Mario. Do not play Luigi in this one, though. No.
No. So some folks are saying that they're having trouble hearing me. Is this any better?
Yeah, I turned you up on my end. You should be good to go.
Okay. Actually, they're saying I should reconnect, so
Okay.
1 moment.
Yep. This is much better. Mario's not like too much of an upgrade, but at least I'm a little more used to Mario.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome
Hopefully
back.
this will be a little bit better. And that my internet won't be too flaky again.
Ooh, this is difficult. I don't know.
Yeah.
Now Mario can make this jump. Yes! Okay. Alright, so not Toad, not Luigi. Let's try a Toadstool. Alright, so we took a warp here. This is Luigi. Okay. So we won't be able to make this gap, but we can still ladder jump here. So here's what you do. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, so I was going to say what happened there was that the warp just triggers a it just lets you warp to whatever world it is that your the game is configured to. So if you're in World 1, it'll send you to World 4, regardless of where within the world you are.
So this is technically World 4 already, since I took that warp?
Yep, exactly.
Okay. That's a good way to do warps.
And it's just coincidence that you're playing the same level as before.
I'm not too worried. This looks good so far. This looks good. Dun, 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 dun.
So while we have a little bit of downtime here, I do want to also tell you a little bit about what I have planned for the randomizer in the future. It's right now we're randomizing the order of levels, but each level itself is kept more or less intact. The big feature that I've been working on, but it's just been taking a lot longer than I was hoping it would, is to actually create what's effectively an entrance randomizer, so that each door or vine or ladder in the game will take you to a different area than in the vanilla game, but that you'll get new levels composed of individual areas of existing ones. So I'm really excited about getting that working, because it will really kind of change and randomize the game more than just simply reordering levels. Kind of analogous to, for those of you who saw the Zelda run that I was doing earlier today, sort of analogous to the shapes feature, where it randomizes the levels entirely.
Nice. There we go.
Oh, right.
Dun, 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 dun. So far, so good. All right. If this isn't wort, I'm gonna be happy.
It better not be. Okay.
No, this looks much better, Tetra. Looks much better. Oh, I got an idea.
Ah, good. Oop.
Yeah, that's a good idea. So this is Vanilla 3.3. There's actually a really neat speedrunning trick here. If you're not a fan of 3.3, like I'm not a fan of 3.3, this is a good route to take here. So all you have to do here is pick up this ninja eye. Alright, you gotta make sure you keep this ninja eye alive.
What was that, Sky? You said you wanted in the next version for me to switch the ninja with a different enemy?
Oh, please don't. I really don't want to play this level without this trick. This is a lovely trick here. So use this as your checkpoint in case you die up here, because there's a little bit of a rough patch in this stage. But yeah, so you can skip half the stage doing that. It's a nice little sequence break.
Yeah, you don't actually see it when Sky does this trick, but there's a whole nother area that you basically entirely bypass when you do that trick. It's very commonly used in vanilla runs, and in fact, most speedrunners in any 100% race will choose Mario for this level just because Mario's jump basically is perfect for the jump that you do off of this. Oh, excuse me, off of the star. Or the Ninja, I think the star-like enemy is called.
Now, Tetra, I have another suggestion for you that will make this a little more difficult if players choose. But have you considered making the Electros move faster and slower?
Yeah, I would have to look into that. I don't know if anybody's documented the part in the code that specifies how fast or slow they go, but yeah, that's actually a really good idea. Let me write that down.
Yeah, especially like right here. Imagine if this Electro right here moves super quickly.
Yeah, I mean, if you did that, it might also be timed such that one of the bombs would get it, just coincidentally, but because you never really know what happens when you randomize things, but we'll definitely see it. Yeah, this is mouse fry, I guess, because fry mouse, yeah.
That was a frightening sprite, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
So now we're technically in World 5, if I understand this correctly?
I believe so.
Okay. Yeah, the numbers are looking great in this one. I think things started to go wrong in the... Oh, by the way, if I warp here, does that mean I'll go right to World 7? Because that would be great for the timing of this.
That would actually be... That would be perfect. So why don't you go ahead and take that warp?
For the sake of time here, so we can get this marathon moving along.
Exactly. And I think we have about 5 or 10 more minutes, so hopefully that'll be perfect. 5 from the right, Sky.
Oh, thank you. I always mess that one up.
Yep.
Alright.
There you go. Yeah, that's something that can be randomized too.
Oh, here we go.
The other thing I really want to do, and if anybody has suggestions in chat for this, is I want to somehow make the subspace parts a little bit more of a part of the speedrun. Like, for instance, make it so that you get maybe 10 coins by default, but every coin you get subtracts 1 instead of adds 1, so that way you can save time if you want it that way. I don't know, I haven't really fully fleshed out that thought, though.
So here, I didn't know how to get this mushroom until I was an adult, but this one's really neat.
Yeah, and since the, Oh, that was an interesting little clip you got the mushroom block to do.
I liked it.
Why are there Koopa shells in this game and no Koopas? Well, you know, I don't think anybody knows for sure, but for those of you in chat who don't know the story, Mario 2 is a little bit of the sort of special or different Mario game compared to most others because it actually didn't start as a Mario game. It was originally a Japanese game called Doki Doki Panic, which I think translates to like heart beating panic or something like that.
Ooh, I have a question real quick, Tetra. What happens if I warp here?
We're in World 7, right?
Yeah.
I think it will actually take you back to the beginning of 7, so...
Do not take that.
Yeah, I don't think you want to take that, unless you really want to repeat the last level a lot, which I doubt you do.
I get an extra heart on the final boss. That's really cool, because you normally don't get that in the speedrun.
Yeah, exactly.
That's really cool. So if you had to pick another difficult level besides 7-2, this is actually probably would be Wart's second home here.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, this one came out really nice because even though it's in the vanilla it's an outdoor level, it's a little bit strange here. So fortunately, somebody pointed out in chat, this was the same seed that John played the other day. It's not quite, because if you remember, he actually soft locked right around here because those blue, what's basically blue here, was solid as opposed to not transparent, but that you could actually walk through. So fortunately, I had fixed that bug before giving this to Skybilz, so she won't soft lock in quite the same way.
This is so neat though, Tetra. I really like the scrolling platforms here.
Yeah, adds a little bit of challenge to it without being too obnoxiously difficult.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, yeah. You notice this isn't quite a flying carpet. These are little bezos. So what I'm thinking of doing, it's a little bit trickier because it necessitates editing the actual level data. But in the levels where there would normally be one of those flying carpet with the owls on it, to instead put like an albatross or something else that would let you get across the screen that would be better fitting with the sprites available for that level.
And since we fought two worts, we don't have to fight one in here. This is Cloglib.
Yes. And you can even do that trick where you throw it in the back and then you can get multiple hits oftentimes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
There you go. And
Yay!
Yay! Yep, and this should be the last level in the game.
World record! That was good.
Exactly.
That was a good seed.
Yeah, it was a little bit too vanilla because it didn't randomize the castle setting of World 7, so you still have everything down there, but it's still a lot of fun, so yeah. Get your GGs out in chat because fortunately, unlike the other seed, this one was beatable.
Yay! That was a good seed. I enjoyed that one.
Yeah, great. The other thing I wanted to just say as the end credits are going is that I wrote most of this actually in Python, which is a relatively easy language for beginners to code in. So if anybody's interested in contributing to the project, like by getting new playable sprites or importing playable sprites from ROM hacks, like there's a ROM hack called Pony Panic, and I think having ponies as playable characters would be awesome. Would definitely reach out to me, and I would love to have you know, folks work on this with me. And if not, definitely look for probably after the winter holidays and right around AGDQ time, some more features. And for anybody attending AGDQ in person, like with me and Skybilz, I'm sure there will be races and other fun things going on there. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And thank you everyone for watching and for the support and for the support of the Silvera Law project. So yeah. Sky, is there anything else you want to say?
Well, I'd like to thank Tetra for working on the randomizer again. Big thanks to Power Up with Pride. What a goal so far. Oh my goodness, just keep that coming. That's absolutely fantastic, the total that's been reached so far. And again, thank you for everybody working behind the scenes and to Power Up with Pride for having me.
Yes, definitely. And big shout outs to Dorkmaster Fleck behind the scenes for organizing the restream, and for Ali and everyone else who's doing a lot of really hard work on this. So.
All right, and with that, I believe, what do we have coming up next here?
Oh, I have to check the schedule. I'm not sure, but I'm sure there will be someone in chat who can help us out on that.
Mm-hmm. And thank you once more again, too, to everybody who's donated towards the cause. Very much appreciated.
Yeah, definitely. I know some people personally in New York City here who you know, do some really great work for the LGBTQ community. So thank you for everyone who donated.
All right, so according to the schedule, up next we have Resident Evil 4 HD by JC Strickland. Awesome.
All right, with that, I think we can sign out and turn it over to the next players. Thank you all again.
Thank you. Everybody have a good day.